How many of you have seen pictures like this, and this? I know some of you think that someday it's going to be your turn. What if I tell you that the guy I'm about to interview right now, he lost 16 million naira in one night because he was chasing something like this? This is his story.
I lost over 16 million a night.
16 million naira in one night.
I was having 2 million naira left in my account. I wanted to use the 2 million naira to know if I could actually get my money, and I lost that one too. I started using my household properties to selling them. I sold my brand new generator, and that day I lost the money. I was behaving like a mad person that I even have to go to the street to ask people to give me money. They wanted to use jungle justice on me. I spent 3 weeks at the station. People that has a connection, they were chasing me with DSS. Others were telling me that they're going to kill me with juju. My family, they got tired of me owing debts.
Bro, what's the largest amount of money you've lost in a gamble in a day?
I lost over 16 million a night.
16 million naira in one night.
In one night.
How did it all start? Can you tell the viewers how you got into gambling and your addiction, everything?
Well, I was about 16 to 17 years of age when we lived in the ghetto. It all started there. Street gambling, snooker, football, and my friend now introduced me to Bet Niger. That was how everything started.
So when you started, how much were you staking?
Initially, I never stake any amount that is above 5,000.
As at that time? You mean at 16 you have seen up to 5,000 naira?
I was not, we do all kinds of menial jobs, though, and my mom owned a provision store.
Okay, so you had access
I had
to
access
money.
to money.
Okay, so at that stage you would not bet anything more than 5,000?
At that stage, I was not betting that much, 200 to 1,000. But as of when when I finished secondary school and I was doing something for myself, that was when I started betting like 5k.
5k.
That is a maximum.
So what was the largest amount of money you won that made you to continue betting?
Well, it all happened one night that a friend introduced me to a Sporty Hero, a virtual game. Then I played it that night. I started the betting with about 20,000, and I grew the 20,000 to almost 400,000.
Wow.
But before daybreak, I lost all the money, including all the money that was in my account. I was not having much as of that time. I lost over 160 something thousand. Both the 400 and the entire money, I lost everything. So that was how it started.
Wow. So then what kept you? What made you continue?
After that night, I had hope that I could win because the guy always showed me his winnings and other things. That is what guys do now to make money.
So you kept on playing?
He told me that if I could, the higher I stake, the higher the stake, the lower the risk.
So how did you lose 60 million naira in a night?
Well, it all started one night that I used 50,000 to start, and I grew the money from 50,000 to about 4 point something million.
Wow. You used 50,000 to bet, and then somehow you won up to 4 point something million.
Yes, that was how everything started.
How did you lose 16 million?
Then I continued playing. Then one night, I played the game all through the night. It was the devil was out for me that day. And before I knew what was happening, I lost over 60 million.
That night?
That night. Then in the morning, I was having 2 million naira left in my account. I wanted to use the 2 million naira to know if I could actually get my money, and I
get
lost
your money
that
back.
I lost that one.
You're
too.
pushing your losses.
I was pushing my losses.
Wow, this is crazy.
And I borrowed money. That was when I was behaving like a madman. I started calling on friends to lend me money and other things.
I'm sure you must have told them lies, so they can just give you money.
Most of them said I told them that I needed the money to trade, that I was into forex. So that was how everything started. So when some of my friends turned up, they sent money, and I also lost the money. I started using my household properties to selling them.
Selling your properties.
So started selling my properties.
What properties?
Like my PS. I bought a brand new PS that I have not even opened. I used it to borrow money, and up to today, I didn't pay back that loan. The guy now have to take it for his money. I sold my brand new generator that I bought. Where I was staying, there's constant light, but I'm this kind of person that I love comfort so much. So I bought this generator for 755,000, and I have to sell it for 500,000. And that day, the money, I lost the money. I sold property worth almost close to more than 3 to 4 million.
Are you serious?
Household properties. So that was how everything happened. And at the time, I was behaving like a mad person, that I even have to go to the street to ask people to give me money. And that was the one that got me into trouble.
Tell us about it.
Well, at a particular point, I went and met one POS girl, but I was familiar with her initially. I met her through one of my friends. So I told her that there was a transaction that I normally do, that which after the transaction that I will pay her back the money that I took. We've been running I did this transaction with her for about 2 days. I would just come to her POS point. She will transfer money to me, and I will use the money
to bet.
And when you win, you pay her back. When I win, I will pay her back and even dash her money. So on this particular day,
how much were you taking from her?
No, the thing is that sometimes 300, 400, 250. So on this particular day, I had money. I was in my hotel room because I was not resident in that state as of then. I was in my hotel room, and I played this game all through the night, and I lost about 600 and something thousand. So I called the lady on phone the next morning and told her, does she have up to 1 million naira? That I needed to do a very huge transaction that day.
You want to start chasing your losses?
I want to start chasing my losses. So she said no, but that she was going to look for a way to gather the money for me. So I came to her place. She keep on transferring the money little by little, 100,000, this 200, and I played all the money. I played about 1,090,000. She gave me 1,090,000, and I have to lie to my wife that I wanted to pay for the new place that I was transferred to. I told my wife that I needed to get a small apartment, a self-contained, for 250,000. I finished discussing with the landlord, though I gave her 500,000 to hold for me. I asked her to transfer the 250 that I wanted to make payment. I wanted to pay the landlord that day, which she transferred the money also, and everything gone. So from there, I was even the one, because the girl's oga was a kind of a street king. They wanted to use jungle justice on me. I was the one that pleaded and asked them to take me to the police station. So that was my story.
Wow. So you took how much did you take from
1,090,000.
The total amount you owed her?
Yes, 1,090,000.
Kai. And you lost it as well?
I lost it as well.
So how long did you spend at the station?
I spent 3 weeks at the station.
How did you get out of it?
Well, my family and everybody, they were already tired of me, because as of that point, some people that I was owing, Some was chasing me. People that has a connection, they were chasing me with DSS. Others were telling me that they are going to kill me with juju. They were threats. Sometimes they will catch me and they will tell me to call my family. So at some point, my family, they got tired of me owing debts and calling them that they were tired. So when I told them that I was in the police station, they said that that I should look for a way and sort myself out. Nobody, that they're not coming. No, that I should look for a way and sort myself out. So I stayed in the police station. At a point, some prominent men that I called, when you call them, they will always ask you, what did you do? And it will be worse if I should lie to them. I told them, sir, this is what I did. They will tell me, okay, that they're in a meeting, that I should call them back. They never picked my call. So at the time, I just decided and I started praying to God. Until somehow, I don't know, it was my mom that spoke to one of my cousins, a distant cousin that I've not even seen for years. He was the one that even came through for me. And he paid some part of the money. And my mom now brought money for bail. That was how I got out.
In total, like how much were you owing people?
In total, the money I'm owing now is over 15 to 20 million.
You are still owing people even now?
Yes.
Can you imagine?
As a matter of fact, there was this particular man that gave me his property to sell. And I sold the property, used the money. So as of when
the money to gamble?
Some part of the money. No, I didn't gamble all the money.
How much?
I sold, due to the pressure that was on me then, the man gave me the property to sell for him for, he gave me a car and also a bike. The bike, he said I should sell for 2.5 million. Then the car that I should sell for 1.5. So I sold the bike I sold the car out of frustration and other things. I needed to get away, thinking that maybe when I come I'll meet him and explain to him. But I didn't tell him earlier that I've already sold the car. So as of when I called him to tell him that I've already sold the vehicle, the man now said that he does not want to sell again. At that point, I don't even know what to do. And the car was so bad that it's not even, I didn't even sell the car with papers. I sold the car to Panteka, all these butchers. So he now said that he doesn't want to sell again, that I should take the car back to him. And when I explained everything I was passing through, this was the man that wanted to house me, that told me to come over, that he has something to do for me and the rest of it. So I came and I went to him and told him, oh God, this is what really happened. The man now got angry and said that I've made a very fatal mistake. That he was going to deal with me to the last. He now said that all his properties belong to an idol. That before he's to sell any of his property, that he needs to take permissions from those idols. He said some terrifying stuff, showing me people that his ghost has killed and the rest of it. The day the first day I went to meet him, I went there with my wife. And when I told him, he said that I should go. I left. It was not even up to a week. He called me and asked me, it was on a Sunday, that I should come. I came. He called some people. Where I normally meet him is in his uncompleted building, a site. So he called some people, about 3 women. One claimed to be the 2 among them. Let me not just call where they work. They claim to be their first personess, as he said, but they were all on Mufti. and some were his neighbors, people that lives around that place. So he now asked me I should repeat what I said to him. I told him that I sold your car. So the man got angry.
But he was the one that asked you to sell the car now.
He was the one that told me to sell the car. But as of when I've sold the car earlier, but I didn't report to him
that you've sold
that I've sold it. So as of when I told him that I've sold the car, he now said that he has changed his mind, that I should go and that I shouldn't sell
it again.
Sell the car again.
Okay.
So that was the problem. So when after everything happened, the man now said that he was going to take me to abattoir. That he had already called SAS people, that he's going to deal with me very well. So people started pleading. He tied me up in his house, and this man happened to be a lawyer. Tied me up in his house and said that the SAS people, they were on their way. I was pleading, begging him that we can actually resolve this. I'm going to work to pay him back his money. He said, okay. At a point, he even asked somebody to secure me throughout the night, that in case if I should try to escape, that they are going to kill me that night. So I stayed there. I stayed in this man's uncompleted building for a week. Yes, for a week I stayed.
Was he giving you food?
He wasn't. At a point, my wife have to come there and plead with him if she can actually stay with me. He agreed.
Are you serious?
Yeah. My wife came over. We stayed.
What were you eating?
First, it was the small money that my wife had that we were using to feed.
How? I don't understand.
So first of all,
did you have freedom to go buy food?
Yeah, he allowed me. The man said that that if I should go out, whatever I see, I should take. But for me, because I'm sincere, I didn't have any ulterior motive. I decided to stay. I didn't want to make any trouble with him, irrespective that I actually know what is obtainable. I didn't want to make trouble with him. So we stayed. The first thing he did was he made me transfer all the money that was in my account. 400,000 that was in my account. He transferred it to a POS. He said that the 50,000 that he was going to use the 50,000. Okay, that at the point he asked the SAS people to go back, that they should turn back. They were already on their way coming to pick me, and he pleaded with them that they should go back. And he transferred 50,000 to them. That he's not going to give me that money. He's not going to give me that money. That he was going to take it. Then the 350,000. That the 350,000 was that I'm supposed to buy for me to remedy my life. That I'm going to give him a cow, which he's going to sacrifice to his gods in exchange for my head.
Where was this? Abuja here?
Yes, he's resident in Abuja here. So, which he will use to remedy my head. And I told him that, okay, that I don't have any money, that I just came, that this is the problem I'm in. And I explained everything that is happening to me to him. I explained everything. I was plain. He said that the 350,000 is not yet to kill. That first of all, she said I should make contact with people that are selling native Igbo cow. That is what they are using. They are not using the normal cow. It's Igbo cow, and Igbo cow happens to be more expensive than the normal cow. I made contact to some of my friends that I know something about it, and they brought a cheaper price. He was saying that a native cow was up to 1.5 million. Then when I make contact, some even asked me to bring 600,000. He now said, okay, that even at that the 600,000. When I told him, okay, sir, you said that the 350, you've removed 50,000 that you used to settle the SARS people. You said that the 350 was part of the money you are going to use to get a cow for me. Because one man that I even contacted in my village, that lives in my village, he's a native doctor. He said that he normally buys the cow from one place in the Igbo land, in Ebonyi. That meanwhile that he normally uses that cow during August period to do some certain things for his gods and the rest of it. So I spoke with him. He said, okay, that the only thing that he will be needing from me is that I should send money for transport, that he was going to use his money and get the cow. Then when I have money, that whenever I want to come and pick the cow, that is when I should give him money. So, but before we left there, my wife, just 2 days to the day he said that we are going to settle every issue, me and my wife had a very little issue concerning my phone. My phone got spoiled there, and we had a little issue about her phone and some things, which he came back and met us, quarreling. He was like trying to settle us, and all of a sudden we were dragging the phone. He now said, okay, in order that he doesn't want this noise, that I should give him the phone so that the problem will be solved. I took the phone innocently, my wife's phone innocently, and gave to him. And this man, we waited throughout that night. The man did not give my wife that phone back. So my wife, out of anger, wanted to go and get something that night. He followed my wife at the back. They came back that night, and he did not give me the phone. So, but I didn't ask. I just wanted, okay, maybe he wanted to hold the phone till the next day.
Are you sure he did not try to do something with your wife?
I'll still get to that.
Okay.
So the next day, I met with him. My wife was already raging that I should tell the man to give her back her phone. I was trying to calm her down. So I met him outside his house and said, sir, please, it's a matter of urgency. Please, I want to see you. He said that I should wait for him. I waited for some minutes. He came, and I told him that, please, I need that phone. He did not reply me. He kept quiet. The man did not give me that phone till he held that phone throughout the next day, till another day. Then my wife, out of anger, now told me that she's not going to take this thing lightly. That she in person doesn't have any issue, any problem with this man. At the initial time when the man asked me about the money which I sold the car for, because of this problem that I normally have, I normally give my wife money to hold for me innocently. I normally give my wife money to hold for me. So I was having 100 and something thousand, and my wife, I was having 190 something thousand, and my wife was holding 300 and something. So, and the man was not saying that my wife is my accomplice, that how much does my wife have in her own account. My wife told him that this is the amount of money that I gave to her to hold for me. That we even made some expenses from it, coming from where we came from, and some other things. That this is the amount that the money I gave to her to hold for me is remaining. And the man, that he should give her phone, the man refused, and they started fighting. As of that time, my wife now told me what the man said, that when they went outside the gate that night, that the man met with her and was telling her that what is she doing with me, a young girl like her, what is she doing with me? that he's.
How old is your wife?
She's 23.
23.
Yeah.
Wow.
That he's going to set her up, get her a 3-bedroom flat, and give her 10 million naira to start up any business of her choice. That she should just leave me.
Mm.
My wife said it in the presence of, because people, when they started fighting, people that were living in that neighborhood now came out. So when all these things were happening, the man planted, up till now, the man seized that phone. Seized the phone.
Which area is this in Abuja?
New Nyanya, Massacre. That's where the man stays.
He's a native doctor.
He's a lawyer, but I don't know if there is any native doctor that is more than him. He's very diabolic, and he's proud of.
How sure are you that he's diabolic?
Okay, well, before the man could, then after that incident with my wife left without her phone.
But you didn't do your wife anything?
Huh?
You didn't do your wife anything?
No.
Okay.
My wife left. He seized my wife's phone.
Mm.
Then I stayed. Then it was on a Sunday. He now, on a Saturday night, he now called me and said, this and that I saw what happened, that my wife have to fight him, this and that. And I said, sorry, that I'm sorry, this and that. Let's just settle this issue. I cannot be in this uncompleted building and look for your money. I need to go and hustle and know how to raise this money for you.
At this point, how long have you been at his place?
I came there on Sunday, and I left there on Sunday.
A week later?
A week later.
Okay, continue.
So, he now said that he cannot just let me go just like that. After all, I've not even gotten the cow that he was going to use to sacrifice to his gods. Or do I want to put him into trouble? And I said, but I don't have any money and I don't have anybody to call on.
Wait, this man is not even talking about the money you owe him anymore.
He said he's talking about the money. Now, what he said that I have to bring cow first. He now asked me about the bike. I told him that the bike is in the police station because on the day that I was arrested, I was with the bike. Do you understand? So I told him that the bike was in the police station. The bike now, he was not telling me that the cost price for that bike now is around 8 million. And
bike he told you to sell for
2.5.
He's not saying it's
8 million, yes. And now the car, the Nissan Maxima car, very old Nissan Maxima car. He said now that I'm going to get him a new vehicle.
Does this man have a family?
He has a family.
With children?
With children.
How many children?
I don't know how many children.
Are they grown up?
His wife is not living with him. His
he
wife
lives
is
alone?
living in Anambra while he's here.
He's all alone here.
He's all alone here.
Mm-hmm.
So on that Sunday, he now said, I now told him, sir, that I cannot be here and raise this money for you. That I need to go and work and get the money. He now asked me, okay, what plans do I have to raise this money? I told him, this is my plan. But the plan I had initially was also centered on this this gaming business too, because I had this casino game company that told me if I could scout for space where they can mount casino machines, that I manage it. We deal on percentage and the rest of it, which I've even discussed the business with them. I know that the business is very lucrative, but right now, due to my faith, I don't think it's an ideal business for me to do. Yes, that was what I told him, the business I was going to do to raise his money for him. So he said, but he cannot let me go just like that. He showed me pictures of people that he has killed, even the recent people that died at his gods. Let me not misquote. His gods killed. I was telling him that this is not good. Now you're wasting the life of young people because of money. and the rest of it. He said that they've dealt with him, this and that. Do I know how many people that is holding his money? That he cannot just let me go. That he has to do what he will do to protect his own side. I said, okay, what do you want us to do? He said that I have to do a blood covenant with him.
That what happened?
That I was going to give him extra 250,000, raise extra 250,000 in a week, and to so that he will now look source for money and complete and get the cow. I said okay. He now said the second condition too is that okay, and he's giving me two months to get his car and release his bike, to buy his car and release his bike. I said okay. My own was I was just looking for a way to get out from this shackle, because the man was already using me as a security and gate man. You know.
Oh God! Why did this man in the first place give you a car and a bike to sell for him?
And this man is somebody that I've not met in my life. It was somebody that connected me to him, that we should work together. I helped him to do a job. From there.
Which job did you do for him?
Some court jobs, processes. I helped him to file and serve.
Okay, in a high court. A court. Now, what I mean by court is COURT.
In a court.
Because when you say court, people will think it's maybe a secret court or something. That's why I said high court.
In a court.
In a government court.
In a government court.
Okay.
Then I helped him to serve.
Speak to the mic.
And I helped him to serve, those processes. Mm-hmm. Even at one of the occasions, there's a place that I went to go and serve, and they almost linked me to death in his hometown. So I called him, but before he could come through for me, God has already saved me. So this man now was, even while he gave me that car and the bike, the man was even calling me to go and kick off a show, what is it called, co-room for him. That I should manage a co-room for him, about 2 co-rooms in that same state. And he was also pressuring me to go and carry snuff worth 20 million. But I turned that one down. Because he told me that those people, he warned me earlier, that those people that is into snuff business, that they owe too much and they are very diabolic, that nobody should owe me. So because of that caution, I turned that offer down. So he now said that we have to do a blood oath. I had no option.
You agreed?
I wanted to go out. Okay. I wanted to regain my freedom.
Crazy.
You know the madness of restricting your movement.
Just run now. You will still die at the end of the day.
He's not going to kill me.
Speak to the mic.
No, I don't believe in those.
Then why you should have? It's better you run and go sell properties and pay that man off.
God knows that I was even the one that reported myself to him, because I had good intentions of paying. God knows. If I had any ulterior motive, I would not go to meet him in the first place.
So all those periods you were locked up in his house for 1 week, you're not going to work?
I wasn't going to work. The issue, Lucky, is when this issue of work, when I missed work for 3 weeks in the police cell before I ran to this place. And that made my office to suspend me. Like currently, no salary, nothing. And I'm a married man with responsibilities.
What kind of job?
I do a government job. Federal government job.
Federal government, safe. Wow.
So, the man locked me up in his house. Okay, he made me do a blood oath. He brought some leaves, killed about 1 native hen and 1 female one female hen, and did some incantations and the rest of it with kola nut and some chalks, and rolled the stuff over my head and over his, and did some kind stuff and used razor blade to tear my thumb, my finger thumb, and poured out
Blood.
blood. And he said that, like this, since I've done this, that he will leave me to his gods. That if I didn't comply, if that the thing will not only kill me, but that the thing will wipe out my whole family. That I should go and ask about him. The thing will wipe out my whole family. And there was this guy that was into forest too, a young boy, as of about 19 years. This guy too came to borrow money to trade forest. He gave the guy conditions that he was going to be staying in that is uncompleted building. That he had done such businesses with those people, some people in the past, and they duped him and ran away with his money. So the guy came, but he told the guy that same thing, that he was going to have a blood oath with him. He also did that same thing to the guy that same day. Then he boiled yam and cooked the fowl, the fowl and everything, and said that all of us will eat together in one plate. That was what I did, and after that, he now asked me to go. That was it.
So since then till now, you've not been able to pay him back.
I've not been able to get anything doing. At the time I was trying to get, and the time that he also gave me has also elapsed. The time to get the cow. He said that the cow is the most important thing to remedy my life, and the time has passed.
You know, most of these lawyers are very manipulative people. There was a time when I was really young. I didn't have the experience of knowing what it feels like to have a lawyer. It's not like now that we have so many people every day that even wants to, that some lawyers will even approach you and say they want to work with you for free. Back then, I reached out to a lawyer. I told him about the situation I had gotten myself into, and I needed his help to advise me legally. And this man was billing me crazy. For every time we meet, he wants to take money. In fact, sometimes he can even call me in the night to come and meet him somewhere. I'll come there, and he can just be eating with his friend, or they'll go to one expensive restaurant in Abuja and just be eating. And because he wanted to advise me, because he knows I was vulnerable, I was in a serious situation, and I needed someone to help me out of it, he would want me to pay for it. For every time we meet. In fact, he would just message me and say he has a meeting in Lagos. I should book his flight. It was that bad. And he kept doing it in a way that he was feeding my fears, because of how bad the situation was, because of what I thought, you understand, the situation was. So some of these lawyers are very manipulative people, because when you get into trouble, your instinct will be like you need solution, right? So you either run to the police, you run to the doctor, you run to pastor, or you run to a lawyer. You just run to somebody you think will be able to help you out of that situation. And anything they ask you to do, you're most likely to do. Do you understand me? That is it. So now somebody is asking you to bring cow. It is possible that may not really matter. But the situation you are, it will be almost impossible for you to say no, or for you to think it through and say, what if I don't bring this cow? What will happen? The state you are now, your mind is just like, you need to bring this cow. You need to bring this cow. So I was also in that situation. The moment I see his call, even if I'm doing this interview like this, I'll just round up immediately. I'll start driving out to go and meet him anywhere. He'll tell me I should come now, that there's something he wants to tell me about this, my case. And I'll start rushing to meet him. And what he wants to tell me is something that does not hold value. He can just finish eating somewhere. He'll just tell me, okay, this is what you do. Or let me do this. You understand? It's just very small, tiny thing we'll just say. The next thing we'll say, now you go pay for these things. Oh. I'll start clearing the bill, So it was, a lot of them are very manipulative, trust me. But you see, life is like that. It's just like a young boy who has never been in love before. And then he loves and he falls so deeply. And he thinks that the best way to make the person happy is to keep giving her everything she wants. He will never truly understand until he experiences a heartbreak and then moves on to find someone better. That's when he will truly understand what love is. So, in your situation, what I'm trying to say is that at this point that you are now, you are tensed. You are scared. You are a young man, right? Are you above 30? Okay. So, I can understand how you feel. But then, this is crazy. Someone like me, let it happen. If you want to kill me, I swear to God. Because me, death is not even something that scares me anymore. I mean, what are you even scared of? Let me ask you. What is that thing you are holding so precious of your life that you are scared of? Find a way to pay this man. If there's something you can sell that will give you peace of mind, you don't owe him a cow.
Okay, the thing is this. I know that I will pay him, but I'm just trying to set up a business. But
How will you set up this business now?
That is it.
If the problems are... In fact, your problems are too much. I feel like the best way someone like you can even escape right now is to move to a new location. Because this is not just a story of addiction. You're in a big soup. A big boiling hot soup. And not just a soup this one is a soup that has oil. Oil reacts to fire in a certain way. So, and again, you're putting the life of your wife at risk. Considering her age, she's naive. I mean, I'm not saying she's naive. I don't know her. What I'm trying to say is that she doesn't have much experience in life compared to you and other people. Something bad can happen to her and she will never tell you because she doesn't want to bother you with what you are going through already. If her family is even aware that this is what is happening, they won't be happy to hear all of this. So I feel like the best way is to move. If there's any effort you should be putting right now is towards your work, maybe they can relocate you somewhere else or something.
I've tried, but you know how Nigeria is. When you don't have anybody,
you don't have connection, it's
when you
difficult.
don't have connection, it's very difficult.
Then once you've done that, you can then start paying slowly. I know somebody, this was last year, they took loan of 18.6 million from a bank. And I was very disappointed in them because how will you take that kind of money without any plan? No business plan. You said you want to use the money to travel outside the country. Among all the places to travel, you chose Cyprus, which is like a non-English speaking country. You are not a skilled worker, nothing at all. Even if you go there and they offer, it's either you are going there to do something illegal or you are going there to do a skilled work which you already have no skill. Or you are going there to do menial jobs. You are going there to do menial jobs, you don't even know how to speak English. How will you communicate? It becomes difficult for even if they decide to manage you, you might not really enjoy that experience. So you find life still very difficult for you. And they went to he became frustrated, came back, the money had gone down to zero. Bank was on their head. Rent have expired. School fees needs to be paid. Wife was now pregnant again. I'm sorry I'm talking about somebody's situation here, but I'm just trying to tell you that, people get into trouble from time to time. So the best thing was, what they did was to just move out of that environment. You understand me? And then he had to put in effort to plan properly. He reached out to family. Somebody decided to assist him to move to Europe. And he's just very lucky. He was able to travel to Europe. He's currently working. He's doing some menial jobs there. But at least he's able to earn some good amount of money. I think at the moment, it should be around 5 million naira a month. If you compare to Nigerian currency, although he's not spending the money in Nigeria, but he's earning something. and every month he's able to send something to the bank to clear the loan. So I'm thinking that from now till maybe next year, he should be able to clear this loan completely and have his life back again. So, at every point in life, we make mistakes, and sometimes we cannot see what the outcome of this is going to look like, right? So you've made a very terrible mistake, a very terrible one. A lot of us young people, we've had our own fair share of addiction, right? It starts with curiosity, then maybe excitement, and somehow you cannot see where it's leading to. It has happened to a lot of us, but
Well, in my own case, I don't usually believe this issue of diabolism. Somebody doing sending jazz and the rest of it. I don't usually believe this, but at a point when this habit grew to a certain point, where I will even use money that I should use to feed, to play gamble, and stay hungry. Some people were now advising me that I should go and look for what my problem is. That sometimes these issues are spiritual. It's not ordinary. So after so much conviction, I tried a native doctor. Not just a native doctor, a very prominent one. And he's not a hungry native doctor.
prominent in where?
Well,
Abuja.
He used to live in Abuja, but he's a politician, a big
Politician.
yes.
He's a politician, a native doctor.
The man even told me that he was once a pastor,
Mm.
and along the line, he got sick,
Mm.
and there was no cure for his sickness. They now took him to the village. So that was where he was told that he was called to serve a particular deity. So I met with this man, and the man made some inquiry for me and told me that it was somebody that did that to me,
He did what?
that sent that stuff to me, that I should be playing gamble. And this person said that he doesn't want me to die, but he wants me to be useless, that I will have to beg for food
Do you believe that?
or end up in prison. That was what he told me. And that was connected to some marine spirits, and they are not happy with me. They will always tell you so many things.
Do you believe all those things?
Well, at that point, I don't even
It
know
was
what
hard not to believe.
Yes,
I
I don't know
understand.
what to believe.
See, I've spoken with a lot of people in my life. I've also had different kind of experiences, and I'm going to share one with you. I recently connected with a friend of mine that I've not seen for like 2 years. When we started speaking, and she told me how we're just speaking about life randomly, and I saw something on her body. I asked her, what's the meaning of this? And then she told me that it's for protection. And I was curious. It didn't make sense to me. And then she started telling me that she recently discovered a lot of things about herself, that she discovered she's a water child. I was shocked. So you be mommy water like this? So we are joking about it. And asked her, okay, how did you find out that you're a water child? And then she told me that there was a time that anytime she's going out, cobweb will always be entering her face from nowhere. I told her that is something that I've also experienced as a child, and that's because in certain areas in Nigeria, there are certain kind of cobwebs that thrive there. Those kind of cobwebs, even in a marketplace, you still see their webs are flying around anyhow because they are spinning it uncontrollably. So most times you run into it. She said, no, that's not true. That's spiritual. It's a sign of witchcraft. And her family decided to do consultation. So there was this lady online. She has about 800,000 followers that she reached out to her, did consultation. The lady told her so many things. I was really worried for my friend, but I did not show her that I was worried for her. And I kept thinking about everything over the night. I told her, this person you did consultation with, can I have her number? I'm also curious about my life too, and I want to know what's going on. So she sent me the number. Then I reached out to the lady and I told her I want to do consultation for myself. Then I also reached out to one other of my friend. I said, reach out to this number and tell this person you want to also do consultation too. Then I also sent the number to another person, reached out, and you want to do consultation as well. So when everybody reached out, I first reached out and she sent her account number. I paid the amount. The next thing, she had just sent me a list of things. I was like, so fast, how did you type it? I know I'm a very fast typer, but I did not expect someone like that to be able to type that fast, because she had just asked me for my name and my hometown, right? And then she just generated something, and it was so scary. She would first say something, you will be a successful entrepreneur, your village, your father's side, you need to do this, water child. She listed a lot of things. She said, be careful of poisoning. She listed a lot of things. And then after I'd gotten my own, I then told the other of my friend, okay, reach out, pay now. I sent money to them, they paid. Guess what? She sent the same thing she sent to me, to that my friend, to every other person too. And I said, Shebi, you see. And now this has gone a long way to now affect the way you see yourself. She stopped going to church. She started believing she's a water child. She started even showing interest in knowing when is AK market day.
Yes.
She said that on AK market day that there are certain things she's not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like maybe she's not supposed to have sex.
And if that was does, something they told me. That I should get an Igbo calendar.
Igbo calendar. And if she does it, she needs to do something.
With alligator paper.
And is it Kaika be gin or something?
No, when the sin is too much, like instead of
and
alligator, they use this what is it called? Chick.
This girl is just 21, for God's sake. Is it 20? I was like, and I tried my best. What exactly is going on with you? You used to be a bright girl. You used to be smart. You used to be somebody that... what has happened to you? Fear. There are people whose business is feeding on people's fear. And they are making money I don't want to call out the name of this person, but they are on Facebook with so many followers. They are traveling outside the country, Dubai, Cyprus, Turkey, with their husbands. They are enjoying. They keep making videos telling people about this. If you want one, then at the end they'll say, if you want one-on-one consultation, reach out to me. You think they really have time to personally go? And again, once they've even sent you all those things, you'll not be scared. They'll say, pray against this. Then I say, okay, now how can I solve it? After they've taken money for consultation, they'll not tell you list of items you need to buy. You send money. I never did that one part, but you send money to them. They'll not show that they've bought it. How can you tell that they've truly bought it? They can just be showing you a video they've already sent to someone that all the items you see it here, we've bought it.
No, okay, this man in particular, I went to his place. I'm not going to discredit the fact that I don't believe in those things, but out of frustration,
those things are real, them, but a lot of people are fake.
But Lucky, one thing I discovered is that whatever you got through that process,
be speaking to the mic.
Whatever you get through that process, you're going to lose more. It's
Which
like
process?
When they give you, like, okay, for instance, as of when I went to that place after the consultation, the first time I came, he did some rituals for me. I bought goods and some certain stuff that cost me almost close to 300,000. So after I did that, it was in 2 weeks time. That was when I told you that I made from 50,000. I played gamble.
I went up to 4 million. Let me tell you, it's called time and chance. Trust me. Whether you had went there or not, you'd have still won that money. No matter how difficult your life is, there was always a way. This is not the first time you get into trouble, but somehow you find a way to escape and you still got yourself into more trouble. I want you to think about the days in your life before you met this man. Were you telling me that you have ever truly hit rock bottom? You've never truly hit rock bottom. See, I've been through a point in my life. Oh, God of Nazareth. I don't want to talk about. There was a time in my life where I was suicidal in 2023. In fact, I became a madman. I was not beating anymore. I was in my room for like a week, 2 weeks. I wouldn't step out. My housekeeper would just bring food for me. I'll eat. I was a sadist. I had lost joy and meaning of life. I didn't see how there was any way I could escape it. I had this man, Apostle Joshua Selman's phone number. I was reaching out to him, but I never got a response from him. I reached out to other pastors that I felt I needed someone to help me out of the situation, to give me hope, to pray for me and help me renew my faith. But nothing was coming forth. I cannot remember exactly what happened. How did I get myself out of it? Okay, there was this guy. He sang with Olamide. His name is Pepe Nazi. He sang Illegal. I don't know if you know that song. His name is Pepe Nazi. He sang with Olamide. The song was really popular back then. All of a sudden, he just reached out to me from nowhere. That his spirit was led to talk to me. He's no longer singing secular music. He's now abroad. He's no longer in Nigeria. He's married. He has repented. He's a pastor. He said his spirit was... I wasn't even making videos back then. I was literally giving up. I was just crying for God to help me. And my cry was coming in form of in my spirit. Because every night I was crying in my dreams. I had lost hope. It felt like I had lost sense of my direction in life. So he reached out to me and then said he wants to have a conversation with me. But firstly, he would like to support me. And then he sent me 50,000. And I was also broke too. I was going through a lot in my life. And that money actually gave me hope. Because I didn't see. Just like, I was, the life of a man is so hard that when you know you are not expecting money from anywhere, and then you are broke, it feels like you are just underwater. You are trapped underwater, you are screaming, but nobody can hear. People are around. Have you ever had sleep paralysis before? Yeah. When you can't move, something just telling you if you can just move your hand like this, maybe you wake up. That was how my life was then. But that 50K he sent to me just gave me hope. But I was depressed not because of maybe money entirely, but because I felt I had ruined my entire life. So, but then at that point in my life, what I thought was a problem was not so much of a problem, but it was just because I was an innocent man. Why would I call myself innocent? I don't want to go deep. So then he reached out to me and said he wants to share the word of God with me. And he wants to tell me, I don't know if maybe I was the one that had to give him some information and then he has to tell me some things, but he told me about being a covenant child, that when you're a covenant child with God, there are certain things you are not supposed to do. And he told me about Samson in the Bible was a covenant child. He told me about so many people in the Bible that had covenants with God, and God really came through for them at different points. So I don't know, I cannot remember entirely all the things that happened at random that made me escape that situation. But immediately I escaped that situation, things started working out good for me. All of a sudden, I'd even stopped making videos. When I started posting, my videos started going viral for no reason. All of a sudden, a company reached out. They wanted me to do advertisement. As at then, what I used to charge was 500,000 naira for adverts. So I wasn't interested in it because that depression was still affecting me. I wasn't interested to meet people, any of those things. I just wanted to focus on what I was doing. I just told them 2.5 million. I just called it randomly. They said I should send account details. I was so shocked. And I say, okay, what of my flight fee and hotel, everything? I think after everything we discussed, and based on what they wanted, they spent about 4.5 million, which was about 5 million. I say, Jesus Christ. That was not all. Oh. Another person now came too. This one I even paid 7 million. I say, Jesus, I've never seen this kind of money in my life before. Another company came, 3 million. I was bouncing back. There was this girl that just, even before I forgot to mention that person's name, this Mr. Ibu's daughter, she just called me out of random. I told her I was giving up on so many things, and we are run out of battery. How many percent? 34%. Okay, there's still time. So she spoke to me. She called me to ask for something though, that she needed me to guide her for something. But that conversation shifted from what she called me for to her just encouraging me that I should not give up on the life that I've started, that I've come too far to just, So why am I sharing all this to you? Sometimes certain things happen in life for us to step back. You need to deassociate yourself from this busy life. You need to just take yourself out to, I don't know how to explain this to you, but I've had my fair share to an extent.
I understand where you're going. Lucky, in the initial, I grew up in a very good Christian background. And even as a young child, I made some covenants. I had some covenants with God.
With God.
Which one of them was, on no condition will I ever patronize a native doctor.
Do you think it's bad to patronize a native doctor?
You can believe whatever you believe, but for me as a Christian, it's wrong.
Why?
Totally wrong for me
Can you explain why?
The reason is this: if you are patronizing a native doctor, per se, a native doctor in the sense, I'm not talking about naturalist doctor. It's quite a different thing, A native doctor, and which will perform rituals for you to get rich or other stuff.
Okay, that's being a selfish Christian.
Yeah.
Because why would you go to a native doctor because you are looking for money? If I have the opportunity to go to a native doctor now, which I'm planning to interview one, is just for the sake of documentary because of my work. I don't discriminate. Even if I see a witch now, I'll tell her I want to interview you. Like, I believe that I don't think it depends. So if you are going there to say, please, I want you to twist my fate so I can become wealthy, maybe that is you going extra length and involving yourself in something diabolical. But if you are going there and you want to ask about what they believe in, do you understand? We Christians, we believe in Jesus Christ, we believe in love, we believe in this and that. Find out what the native doctor believes in. Don't just go based on what you've heard from the internet and what you've seen in movies. Let them tell you about their religion and why they believe what they believe. Then ask them to use what they have as advantage to look into your life and give you advice as a young person who wants to live a good life and stay out of trouble. Then you can see an old man taking out time, looking at you as his son. If you go to the right place, and they might spend their good time to talk to you. And I don't discriminate too.
I didn't say that I'm discriminating, but for me,
I just see that you are so worried about all these things, witchcraft. Native doctor, blah blah blah.
But they exist now.
They exist, but you are killing yourself, bro. Oh yeah, now just go and sack you. I'm telling you that you have to find a way to escape this situation.
Even lucky.
So, okay, after all those sacrifices you did, what is the probability that the money you made from bet was tied to the sacrifice you did? Now you are now among those people that will say whatever devil gives you, he takes it back. All the while you're making money from bets, why didn't you say it that way? Before you started even betting, have you not at some point made money in your life and still lost it? People make money normally. They decide to spend it either on food, which they excrete later. They spend it on sex, which at the end they come to their realization it wasn't really worth it. They spend it helping people, which sometimes they end up ungrateful. Money was made so they can be spent. It was not designed for somewhere to hold. I don't know, like now you've made too many mistakes. Your problem was addiction. and lack of self-control, lack of discipline. I'm just saying this. I'm worried because you're a young man who is married. You have a wife who trusts and depends on you. How will you escape this situation right now?
Uh,
Because me, I'm advising that
as,
moving out to a new
as,
place.
as a result of all that happened, and I've decided to use my God-given talent to hustle for money. But the thing is that it requires capital. So I'm trying to raise money through friends and family that are willing to support me.
To do what?
I want to go into restaurant business.
Oh, you want to start up a
I want to
restaurant?
start cooking.
You want to go into a restaurant business? What visibility study have you put in place that makes you feel like this is the right thing to do?
Well, food is one of the major challenge.
And there are lots of people who have invested money in restaurants and they regretted it.
Yes, I know.
So
But
why do you think your own will be different?
Once you are good at what you do,
That's not enough, bro. As long as it's something you're not even doing at the moment. It's just like somebody sees me making videos and think that, oh, because they have some money, they can also start the same thing. Just because you talk in a way that people find interesting doesn't mean you excel even better than those that have been doing it already. I'm only asking this question not because I want to belittle your imagination or your plan. I want you to sound confident that you know what you are doing. I want you to answer me like you are very sure this is something. Why am I even asking you this question? It's not like maybe I have money to give to you or anything. I'm just curious why, among all things, restaurant business.
it has been my passion. Even as a child, I love cooking.
You love cooking. Do you cook at home?
Yeah, cook at home.
What does your wife do?
My wife cooks too.
Okay.
But sometimes I choose
to cook as well. Okay.
I cook. So for me, first of all, location is one of the important factor. When you want to set up a business, you look for a good location for your business. And another thing is that your target audience. Do you understand? People you are doing people that you want to sell that product. And another thing is PR. You must be very good at it. But the most important of all.
So what's this capital like?
The capital. I'm not looking for something that is too elaborate. With 1.5,
you can start.
I can start.
So which family member do you have in mind that you can reach out to?
Only for
Speak to the mic.
For now, the only person I could reach out to, is my brother, my junior brother.
Do you think he can help you with that money?
He doesn't have up to that amount.
Who else do you have in mind?
My friend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, but if I could raise up to 700,000 to 800,000, I will start. No matter how small. I'll start.
And you think that from this business you'll be able to pay all your debt? Well, I think I might agree that someone like you can actually succeed right now, because they say out of hunger comes your talent. When you are in a really bad situation, you become shameless. The things that you would normally not want to do, you wouldn't even see it that way anymore. And the effort you put into trying to succeed will be so high. The precision you put into making your food, how you treat your customers, how early you wake up, how late you close, all this will reflect because you are trying to solve a problem. And I think that you are likely to succeed. Sometime, who knows? Maybe this might even be the beginning of your breakthrough. You might be shocked. You can start this business and grow to a very significant point. You become popular. It doesn't have to be like Tastier restaurant. You can be in a certain spot, but you are expanding and you are making good money. Good money. That when people ask you, how did it all start? And then you tell them your story. But
I'm very optimistic, and this my brother is the only one that really believes in me. Like my mom and everybody seems that looks at me as if I'm a mad person. You know, how can you leave a federal government job and you want to set up? You say that you want to go for a restaurant that I should
but
try.
still keep pushing now.
I'm tired. I don't have anybody to push.
How
for
long
me.
now?
It's getting to 2 months now. I'm tired.
2 months is not far gone now. Don't be tired.
The thing is that I even reached out to my boss and I told him the truth. So this is this condition I find myself.
Then you tell him that you've undergone therapy. You and your wife should go there and speak to him. Your mom should
I've
go.
done that. No, the thing is that my boss that wrote to the headquarters. The situation now is
beyond him.
Is beyond him. That is just the truth. And me, I've gone to the headquarters and spoke with people.
Speak to the mic.
And I spoke with people that I feel that they are in charge. And up to now, nothing. So I don't know.
This is really crazy. I feel sad for you, honestly. When you started making those money, you never knew that your decision to continue gambling will eventually lead to what it is. And I hope young people watching right now can learn something from this young man's story. It starts with curiosity, like when I saw something on Instagram that Gossip Me posted. Somebody won 100 million, and I was curious. I also saw this guy I was following on Instagram. His name was Tufab. He was always posting it on his status that his group was winning a lot of money, and then I showed concern, told me I needed to pay a certain amount, which was 70,000. I transferred the money to him. He added me to his group. He was posting so many codes in a day, and every code he was posting, I was putting 20,000, and I lost every single thing. After 3 days, like I wasted like 300,000. I just left the group out of anger. But then I had some money left in my 1xBet account, so I just didn't know how to withdraw it, because there's a rule that this rule was created because of money laundering. If you put money in your betting account, you have to use that money. You can't just put it and then withdraw it again. So I had to just play. I didn't even know what I was playing, because this time around there was no code for me to load. I had to really play, and I didn't know anything. So I just play rubbish and just exited the app. Days later, I opened the app. I still had won money. From curiosity to excitement. Then I had to start researching the best VIP groups I could join, and then I joined one. I made 80,000 to 140, from 140 to 360, 360 to 800,000. This one was in the presence of my friends. It happened in one night. Then there was a time too. I also flipped that 800,000 to 4 million. From 4 million, I was winning. In fact, I thought I was going to buy a house in a month. I was winning massively. I was very lucky, just like my name. But eventually, you lose everything because you think you continue winning. And then you lose to the point you begin to chase your losses too. So, regardless, you will never see the outcome of where all these things will lead to. I was lucky enough that I'm not the kind of person that peer pressure doesn't work for me. So the moment I told myself I was stopping it, I quit for good. I deleted all my apps, unfollowed everybody that was involved in that. I even told one of my friends that I had even brought in. I gave him capital to even start, and he was making money. I told him, bro, I'm done. I even stopped talking to him because I didn't want to involve myself with that. And it was distracting me. So every time I'll be looking on my phone, I'll be looking at the game. I'll be like, just one more remaining. If this game enter like this, my life has changed. Your heart to be cut. These people should win if they can score. Before you know, the game is over. The anxiety is... So, a lot of young people have had their fair share of experience. In Nigeria, where everybody's trying to make quick money, I understand. I hope you've been able to learn something from this young man's story. What do you think about it? What is your best advice for this young man? Please indicate in the comment section. I feel for him. Because maybe he's just somebody who just wanted to make his life better, but he didn't know better. He thought that his decisions were the best. But apparently, no matter how tall a man is, he can never see his future. You can never see what the outcome of your decision will look like. Have you sought for professional assistance? Have you seen a therapist or a counselor to help you? What's the book about? You still have a long way to go if you are still at this point of reading books, but it's a good step. It's a good step. If your brother eventually gives you this money, please resist the urge to double this money. You've not played. But if once you see the money, resist the urge to double it. Please. Cut yourself away from everything on your phone. Delete Telegram if possible. Delete all those apps. Unfollow certain people on social media if possible. Stay clean. Just be focused on entrepreneurial. Go on TikTok and be seeing people who started their food business. Maybe not Nigerians though, and they are using this food business too. You can even, while you are making your food, you can be going live on TikTok, and God can even bless you in so many ways. Right? So, delivery, everything. I feel like the situation you are right now, you need to work hard to put effort in your life. Once people are beginning to see this effort, then they can decide to help you to make your life meaningful. But you have to start something. Let people see your progress first. Then they can then help you to grow and become useful. And maybe one day you come back to the Lucky Udu experience to share your story, but with a different thing in mind. What do you think? You've gotten a space. How much is the rent? What are you selling? What kind of food? Oh, I thought it's Indomie. Okay, rice, swallow, and everything. And it's 120. Okay. Per month, I be per year. Okay. Okay, I'm sure your brother will be able to assist you, but if there's anybody watching too, I really don't know. Based on my experience with telling a lot of stories, people like to support those who they think, this. I don't know. I don't have to say to you, but you should understand. You are in a messed up situation, and people would expect you to be more responsible to yourself at this point. Where people might want to show interest in you is seeing your life inspirational, from somebody who was a gambler to somebody who is now building his life, putting effort to. It doesn't matter. Do you know how many people I interview daily? Yes, and again, for funds. No, it's not about funds. What I'm just trying to say is that beyond you coming here to talk, you have to actually make that reality real. Do you understand me? Build this business, make it successful. Do you understand? And the world is going to support you. Trust me. Because you need the support. You don't have to say whether you're here to solicit for fund. You really do. We've all made mistakes in life. Trust me. And there are people with even more serious addiction. I was driving in Wusidi that day. You see all these girls standing on the roadside. Sometimes my friends will just give them money. But there's this particular one. The way she speaks so good. We discovered she even has a master's degree. But she was on the streets. So she has been begging me to please tell her story. So I decided to film her one day. I posted it went viral. Her family even reached out to me. I discovered that the dad is very successful. And this girl even has a car in Kaduna. Okay, you saw it. Do you know that the girl was on a self-destruct mission because she's addicted to drugs? She was doing prostitution because she needed money to be able to afford those things. So after the story, an organization reached out. They had to take her to rehab. Even the government even reached out because of that girl from Kaduna. So, people are in really messed up situations. A lot of people. Some people have gone to places where they have carried disease that they are ashamed to discuss this with anybody. Some people have, this year alone, they've gotten like 4 people pregnant. People have problems, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain this thing to you. The camera, how many percent? 10% is going to end soon. How? Okay, so, anything to say again?
Maybe.
Yeah?
I have to give them final advice.
Okay, yes, please. Your final advice to them.
Well, I want to advise young people out there. The best advice, what I have to tell you now is that you should avoid gambling of any kind. One, gambling will distract you. It will distract you from your purpose in life. Because all these betting companies, they are not selling any products. You are their products. So disease, don't even start it at all. And work hard and believe in God.
Yeah,
there's no shortcut.
There's no shortcut. Thank you for sharing your story. You have made a very brave decision. Yeah, give me a firm handshake, bro. Do you understand? You've made a very strong. Some people will be in this situation like that and they'll just want to die like that. So we hope, please, if there's anybody that wants to reach out, please.
I've gotten to that point where I want to die, I want to commit suicide. But for me, I said that even though if I have to die, let me first share my story so that people will learn from it. That's just it.
You won't die. The God that came through for me will come through for you. That's my prayer. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode. The audio version is going to be uploaded on Spotify. It started with a question and we've left you with something to think about. Please share this video to a lot of young people. They need to hear this story because that thing you are doing casually can lead you to total destruction. And God bless you, sir, for sharing your story. Really appreciate it. See you guys in the next episode and bye.
Hi guys, thank you for watching this episode of the Lucky Udo Experience. Please, if you would like to assist anyone, please reach out to the number on the screen. We are the follow-up team of the Lucky Udo studio, and I am Bright.
I'm David.
I'm Latifa.
Veronica.
I'm Messi.
Our job as the follow-up team is to make sure that everyone shares their story and not left unattended. My colleague will walk you through on how the follow-up team was created.
Let me walk you through the history of why we created the follow-up team. Over the years, we discovered that people reach out to our guests pretending to help them, while the sole aim is to take advantage of them. Because of this, we stopped putting out our guest phone number online to protect them from these predators. Also, we stopped putting out our guest account number. There are situations whereby people receive help, then stop giving updates. For example, people receive donations for their healthcare or educational purposes, but once they get the fund, they use the money to upgrade their phone or change their clothes, leaving the intended purpose unattended to. Most of the time, we only got to know people got help through the people that donated to them. after waiting for an update, leaving Lucky Udu Studio effort wasted. There are also situations whereby people received money then stopped giving updates, thinking the money will keep coming in. Because of this, we stopped making use of their personal account and making use of the foundation account. If you love to support any of our guests, kindly reach out to the account number on the screen so we can monitor and track the whole process.
We are seeing some situations where people receive support and do not use the money for what it's meant for. They stop replying to our messages and stop giving updates, leaving people that support wondering what happened. That makes it look like nothing was done, and effort of Lucky Udu Studio are not seen.
So the reason the follow-up team was created is simple. We want to track every story, know what support came in, and confirm it was used the right way. That is why we are seeking the cooperation of the public. Whether you are watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, or anywhere else, we need your support to make this work. Cooperating with the follow-up team helps you in many ways. It helps you know that your support is going to the right place. It also helps the world see that this platform is truly changing lives. At the end of the day, this is not just about telling stories. It is about changing lives.
We are calling out for sponsorship and partnership. Every day we interview different kind of people with all kind of stories. Among are those who need help with school, health, therapists, sponsors, justice, legal support, business training, or even someone just to talk to. We need partnership to grow this brand. We can do more and we can go further. But to do that, we need support from the right people. If you would like to be a partner or sponsor, kindly reach out through the email address on the screen, luckyudustudio@gmail.com. Once again, we are the follow-up team and we are doing our best to keep this platform impactful and transparent. Thank you for watching and thank you for being part of the Lucky Udu experience.
Bye!